Okay, so I've never done this before. I'm really excited, but also really nervous. So this piece, I actually have another piece I might read after if I'm not so nervous, but this one I wrote last week, and I read it for the first time at a vigil that was held for Gaza. So this is just essentially me reflecting on why it's important to be involved in things like that. So it's untitled. So here I go. Representations of peoples, a peoples who are constantly misrepresented when words become twisted and purchased and sold to define them as bad, black, Jewish, indigenous, Muslim, Arab, brown, me. How can you not see that the phrase casualties of war applies only to colored bodies, while innocent victims remains a term for white masters? Euphemizing language seems to be contagious these days. Irresponsible journalism perpetuates the cycle. Dehumanize them, dehumanize me. How can you not see that my father lays thick his Caribbean accent before entering the airport so that random checks will not happen to us? But I am not complaining, for I know nothing of the pain hijab-wearing women endure here in Canada, nor of the violence inflicted upon Palestinian peoples at checkpoints each day amid bombs. I know only of their strength, their courage, their will, for they survive, and in doing so, resist over and over those who despise them, I mean us, so badly. For to survive in spaces where you are despised, it tests every limit each bone in your body bears. Trust me, I know this. I live this here at Queen's. Do you see it? The connections between you and me and them are endless. How we are implicit in oppression, bound with our silence, unless we say something, do something, make clear what we believe, and fight that which prevents us from existing in these spaces. Okay, so this one was based on a true life story that happened to me and a friend. We were at this really ridiculous bourgeoisie dinner in Toronto, and I was under the influence, but something happened that really angered me, and it's something that Dwayne was talking about before, people just not really understanding and asking you questions without stopping to think. But you'll hear about that. So this one's called 4 Small Words That End Dialogue. So here we go. 4 small words you don't think about before you ask me. Where are you from? I answer, as always, Toronto. This time you add 2 more words. No, where are you really from? Excuse me? Hold on. Did you really just ask me where I'm really from? Did you insinuate that my answer was illegitimate and that perhaps I chose to immigrate? All this coming from a classmate who's starting to aggravate and contaminate my space. But perhaps I mistranslate. Maybe your question was not deliberate and you do not mean to alienate. So I answer again. Scarborough. I'm from Scarborough. You give me a quizzical look, making me feel dumb, as if I misunderstood what you said. You clarify. I mean, where outside of Canada are you from? Where the fuck are you from? You question my authenticity only to satisfy your own curiosity? Could it not just be that I dare call this place my community? I thought Canada was all about diversity, but apparently my identity as a visible minority somehow makes me less of an authority on how to be Canadian. Where's my equity? So I ask, where outside of Canada are you from? Shocked and appalled, you reply, I'm not from outside Canada. My family's been here for generations. When did you get here? Ignorant mother. Do you not recognize for you to vocalize those lies regarding people of color being homogenized as the only settlers on Turtle Island, that you idolize whiteness as being Canadian? Who are you to authorize? Realize that when you generalize, your eyes exercise privilege when you exoticize my culture while you despise and stigmatize me. And that you try to deny indigenous peoples to legitimize yourself as you categorize me as being foreign? Fuck you and those 4 small words that just ended this conversation.